This talk is pertaining to promote Sri Lanka National Alternative Medicine known as Hela Vedakama, while trying to give a very deep scientific understanding of the uniqueness of Sri Lankan National Alternative Medicine treatment. First of all, we would like to describe the major advantages of Sri Lanka Hela Vedakama or alternative treatment modality. As far as we are concerned, we find that the major advantages of Hela Vedakama is its three-pronged approach used by the Hela Vedakama, which to include mind, body and environment as major branches of treatment in treating human health. Sri Lankan alternative medical treatment known as Hela Vedakama is dominated by three branches of ancient medical treatment, where Ayurveda treatment is the most dominant branch, which is blending our modern lifestyle and health-oriented habits with the ancient wisdom of using natural substance, including medicinal herbs, to help us lead a healthy, happy and stress-free and disease-free life. Ayurveda was officially recognized by WHO in 1976. It has its unique yoga and meditation branches, especially making the body and the mind extremely healthy. In addition, Sri Lankan alternative treatment known as Hela Vedakama has a second major branch, which is known as Unani medicine branch. Unani medicine branch is a mixture of Arabic and Greek traditional medicine as practiced in many nations of Muslim culture in Southeast Asia and Arabic countries. Because Sri Lanka is extremely specializing in Unani branch, we hope it will open the door to many Muslims and Greek nations of all over the world. Unani medicine system has been in practice in India and Sri Lanka about many thousand years, and it has also come to USA, and in 2004 Food and Drug Administration in United States has legally recognized Unani medicine as an alternative medicine branch. Thirdly, our country Hela Vedakama also consists of third branch, which is known as the Siddha medicine, that originated in South India, and it is one of the India's oldest system of medicine, which originated in the Indus Valley civilization in the two major rivers known as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, which is now situated in northern part of India, closer to Pakistan. Siddha's medicine branch did extensive research on plants and had diverse methods by which plants could be harnessing medicinally. In Sri Lanka, we have a world famous branch called Siddha Lepa branch, which is practicing Siddha medicine for a very long time. It has become the richest Ayurvedic medicine delivery and the manufacturing company in East Asia. This Siddha medicine practiced by Siddha Lepa have been awarded the prestigious ISO award in 9001 quality standards certification. Our plan is to further popularize the Siddha medicine practice due to its specialization in the herbal medicine and a special power of harnessing plant medicinal value. And it is extremely specialized in the country and have been a unique medicine practice in Sri Lanka. Fourthly, unique to Sri Lanka, we have the fourth branch, which is known as Deshiya Chikitsa medicine, which is extremely unique to Sri Lankan ancient ancestors driven medical practice who have had a deep medicinal knowledge about our own country's herbal medicine, which is located in the tropical Sinharaja forest. We believe our fourth branch of Deshiya Chikitsa medicine will make Sri Lanka as the most attractive medical tourism island in the world. It will be enhanced due to the country's natural beauty of the island and also inherent kindness and the hospitality of its people to become a beacon of attraction for tourism, especially for medical tourism due to its world famous ancient medical practices in Sri Lanka. Let us understand deeply the connection between the Helavedakama and DNA connection. What we are especially mentioning is the DNA Universal Life Instruction Manual, which make all life in the planet Earth, including plant, insects and human, which carry a deep connection to Sri Lankan alternative medicine practice. As we all know, humans share DNA protein molecule, which is 4-letter instruction manual, instead of 2-letter instruction manual which the computers are using. Same DNA blueprint molecule made every life in the planet, which began as the last universal common ancestor, the eukaryote, which made plants as well as humans. In fact, 99% of human genome is made from other animals and bacteria. Only 1% of the genome is unique to human. Therefore, we share same DNA with thousands of living things, from banana to worms to the yeast to the other animals. Because all plants, animal and fungi evolved from the same common ancestor known as LUCA, or last universal common ancestor, more than 2.5 billion years ago, we believe that due to the direct connection of the plant and the human, Sri Lankan alternative medicine, the Helavedakama, is using the same instruction manual, which has the bottom-up, naturally evolved, toolkit-driven, especially the plant-derived defense system, which used to fight diseases, is the ideal way of getting alternative treatment for treating human diseases. In Pakistan, India, say for an example, have been practicing this Ayurveda medicine for 3000 years using the plant DNA, which is the common practice in Helavedakama, or practice of Sri Lankan alternative medicine. Learning from DNA of last common universal ancestor, which also common to the plants, we can see the deep connection between the two. The best example we can bring forward is the novel discovery of the CRISPR-Cas9 scissor protein, which was the natural bacterial defense mechanism which it used to fight the viruses, became the scissor protein to treat human disease by cutting and pasting technology of bacteria by this special technology. Especially by utilizing this technology, we also prevented many diseases. Currently, we can treat body diseases including sickle cell anemia by using this technology. We believe similarly the plant proteins, especially the plant's defense system proteins, which our ancestors used from ancient times, can be reused with this technology if we can ideally isolate these new protein particles which are present in the plant. The other best advantage that we can see and explain in this Helavedakama is that in Sri Lanka during the COVID epidemic, Sri Lankan discovered a special 3 herbal medication to fight COVID-19 using the same approach, and I will come back to that a little later. But most importantly, having this deep understanding of Universal Life Instruction Manual, we can see that we share our genes very commonly with the plants. Say for an example, we humans share 24% of their genes with grape. Drinking grape juice and wine has some cardiovascular benefit. Again, the humans share 24% gene with the rice that we eat. By eating unpolished rice, which not only provide essential vitamins, but in Ayurvedic treatment term, rice is said to be very balancing to 3 major diseases known as doshas or elements that underlie our body and our health. They are known as Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and they use rice in many ways to treat this condition. Therefore, eating 24% our gene containing rice had revolutionized the Helavedakama treatment from ancient time. Similarly, animal kingdom and human kingdom share 44% genes with the honey bee. Ayurveda use bees honey which for most ailment, and it is more genetically connected since it is a mixture of bees saliva which contain 40% of the human being and the flower nectar which contain additional 20% of the human gene coming from the flower. When nectar and the bee saliva combine, it becomes more powerfully connected with the human genomic toolkit, and because of this advantage, we believe there are some strong connection to Sri Lankan way of treating medical condition in a most natural way without giving much side effects. If I may digress a little bit and to have a broader understanding of diseases, the use of complementary and alternative medicine has continuously increased over the past decades in all over the world. Most believe that is due to the lack of trust among USA and Western populations regarding the Western medicine practice. Even brilliant mind like Mr. Steve Jobs was a seeker of Eastern treatment for his cancer before he ultimately decided to have surgery done. The major dislike to the Western treatment is the number of deaths due to the medical errors, which are as high as 25,000 deaths per year, which would make the medical error as the third leading cause of death behind the cancer. In their seminal paper from late 90s, Eisenberg et al. And others showed the benchmark prevalence rate for the USA complementary and alternative medicine known as CAM based therapy has increased to a very high level. They found that the use of CAM, or the complementary alternative medicine, increased from 34% in 1990 to 42% in 1997. However, in 2021, it has now skyrocketed. Because of this major issue, we predict that now is the correct time for Helavedekama to prevail maximally as an alternative treatment medicine due to its highest demand from all over the world. I would also like to address some hidden weaknesses still prevailing in Western medicine practice. First of all, even though we Western doctors put down the alternative medicine, we are not 100% perfect in our treatment approach. As I mentioned earlier, number of deaths due to medical errors have risen to 250,000 a year, which would make the medical error is the third leading cause of death behind the cancer. However, alternative medicine never does that. The most medicines were discovered accidentally and serendipitously. Say for an example, the medication penicillin, which saved enormous amount of life during Second World War, was discovered on a fungus, which was discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming. And similarly, the medication for psychiatry was a discovery of serendipity, where the original medicine chlorpromazine was discovered for treatment of hay fever. However, giving this treatment, doctors noticed that it was extremely mind-calming medicine, which revolutionized later on to use this medicine for all type of psychosis and psychiatric illnesses, including schizophrenia. The famous medicine Largactil is the second block of the chlorpromazine original medicine, which is full of side effects. However, this chlorpromazine is the leading guidance for doctors to discover the dopamine and the dopamine effect on the brain in late 1970s. Similarly, the thalidomide medicine, which was originally given for morning sickness, we now discovered having blood pressure controlling property, and it has now come back, even though it has created devastating damage to the babies due to its teratogenic effect. Similarly, we can understand original discovery of aspirin was not a discovery of doctors of Western origin, but was a discovery of Eastern medicine practices, especially India and Sri Lanka. The aspirin is now we use not only for fever but rheumatoid arthritis, heart disease prevention, and colon cancer prevention. So what we can learn from this is that the Western medicine also, some of the discoveries are discovered as serendipitous manner, similar to our ancient ancestors' alternative medicine, which was discovered as trial and error. But the difference is the Western medicine is only 200 years old, but the alternative medicine is more than 3,000 years old, practiced in Sri Lanka, more than 5,000 years old in India. The other major understanding that we have to bring forth with the Western medicine practice, as we know, it's not long ago that Western medicine also did the blood-letting practice by drawing 1 pint of blood out to treat flu infection, which was practiced even up to the 19th century. And our USA most prestigious medicine journal known as JAMA did a publication on its valuable usage with extremely rich pride when they use it to treat our nation's first president, Mr. George Washington, for treating his flu by taking 2 pints of blood out from his body. As you know, today it would have been a malpractice. Similarly, Western medicine practice gave patients arsenic to treat leprosy and filaria, and most importantly, tropical pulmonary eosinophilia. The best example I can bring it is the recently retired Professor of Medicine and Professor of Pulmonology in California, USC Medical School, was given arsenic to treat his tropical pulmonary eosinophilia when he was a young child. Fortunately, Professor is still living without any side effects from the arsenic. However, this would have been a great malpractice case if we were to treat filaria today or leprosy today. We should not forget that the large number of Western medicine came from naturally produced herbal medical products, which were discovered 3,000 years ago by many countries, including India, Sri Lanka, as well as Middle Eastern countries. We literally adopted, if not stolen, these medication from the alternative medicine to use it as the Western medicine. Therefore, they have improved upon the indigenous medicine practice. The best example we can bring out, which has made the huge impact on treating cholesterol, and the Pfizer company made huge amount of money, is the discovery of Lipitor. This medication, Lipitor, was originally came from a plant in South Africa. It's a mushroom. With experimentation, this original HMG-CoA blocking medicine was found to be effective by the South African doctor who sold the medicine to Pfizer company. By improving upon the medication, there came the medication Lipitor. Similarly, out of that, we made many other HMG-CoA reductase medication. However, originally it was used even by the alternative Eastern medicine practice, which was present in some of the red rice as a naturally accompanying component. The major component that we want to emphasize is that no one is blaming anyone, but there are hidden weaknesses still prevailing in the Western medicine, and most of the Eastern medicine were adopted by the Western medicine, which we cannot afford to ignore. By using this medicine, we believe in the future we can fine-tune the currently existing herbal medicine by using the herbal medicine DNA toolkit to match the human DNA toolkit with the coming of new CRISPR manipulative method. If I may explain this in a little bit detail, we can understand that all plants, including rice plant we eat daily, have much more genes than the human genome for their defense mechanism, especially from bacterial and fungal infection to the plant which damage the plant. Because plants stay put in their environment till their death, and this due to the lack of mobility and being susceptible to the attack of bacteria and fungus, they have evolved with special DNA toolkit for fighting infection from the bacteria and parasite. This defense mechanism is a very important defense mechanism. We can use it to our advantage, especially from the Eastern medical practice, especially Helavedakama. It must be understood that fortunately our ancestors who discovered this natural defense power of the herbal treatment many millions ago, especially the herbal plant carrying this special DNA toolkit as herbal medical treatment. Since we are genetically related to plant ancestor, we can borrow that DNA toolkit for CRISPR experimentation. We predict, since it worked from the bacteria toolkit which originated as discovered by Jennifer Doudna, who won the Nobel Prize, we believe it will definitely work on human, especially using the Helavedakama medicine. We believe there is a very special consideration can be given to not only for CRISPR technology but monoclonal antibody technology, since they can be really put into most effective manner to fine-tune the currently existing Helavedakama of the plant origin herbal medicine. We believe herbal medicine, we can do many things to understand the real functioning of this medicine on the human body. Since they have done 3,000 years of research on the herbal medicine, especially our ancestor, we are in a much more powerful position doing cooperative research on the target domain of bodily receptors which these herbal medicine work. Especially we can work on the antibodies and the progenitor cells and the epigenetic codons, and even to understand genetic algorithms in treating diseases, especially if you can isolate the plant derived chemical component, the protein component, and manipulate that as a monoclonal antibody or CRISPR approach, we will be able to do much better improvement. And therefore we think we should not discard the knowledge, 3,000 years of herbal medicine knowledge. but we should work in cooperation with the Western doctors in harmony to develop new methods by utilizing all ancient methods knowledge. Since we are incorporating total Helavedakama approach to combine the human mind, human body and human facing environment as a tripartite method, we believe is extremely unique method and become the most effective treatment approach. Since most of the Western approach, they only treat the human body's component only. Our ancestors knew that the mind affects the body and the body affects the mind. Equally, they knew environment affects the human health. Our approach will help Western doctors to understand that rather than putting down the Helavedakama medicine, we should embrace it and welcome it, just like what Sri Lanka Health Ministry has done so far. We as a nation has first unified the hybrid treatment method. Our ministry is currently promoting Eastern medicine practice as well as Western medicine practice, bringing it to one single umbrella and single health ministries managing both. We would like to bring a good example of unique power of a plant drink that which is abundantly present in Sri Lanka, known as papaya fruit. The Carica papaya leaf extract we have been used very effectively to treat dengue fever patients. Sanath Hettige is a postgraduate institute of Western medicine practice who has graduated from the medicine of the University of Colombo, who published it in the British Medical Journal while giving the guidelines of using the Carica papaya leaf extract to treat the dengue fever patient. The Carica papaya leaf extract has now been widely used as a treatment for dengue fever in many countries, and in some with the approval of their own health authorities. Large amount of biomedical research has been done on this subject, including 3 randomized controlled trials which are named in 13 controlled trials, which is in this document. In Sanath Hettige's research, he has shown many beneficial effects, including reduction in the duration of the dengue fever, cutting down the duration of total illness period, hospital stay, most importantly fluid leak, which create the third spacing, and also this prevent conversion of dengue fever to dengue hemorrhagic fever. And most common side effect that we notice with the dengue fever is decreasing platelet count. By using this Carica papaya leaf extractor, our country has proven that there is a rapid elevation of the white blood cell count as well as platelet count as we start letting these patients drink the papaya drink, which is depicted in the picture. In the picture, it also shows the very tasty fruit, which can also be eaten, which has been the favorite fruit of Indian Prime Minister Mr. Nehru and his daughter Indira Gandhi. There are many other benefits of this papaya leaf as mentioned in this picture. If we were to describe the evolution of our Eastern medicine, the knowledge of the aspirin was among our ancestors, which was discovered in the bark of a tree, which is abundantly present in Sri Lanka. Our ancestors have used this as a pain medicine 5,500 years ago. And the medicine was discovered in a skeleton in uh, one of the ancient one of the ancient discovery, paleontological discovery, was present in between teeth of this skeleton, and the scientists discovered this by sending the sample to the Western countries with carbon dating. Therefore, penicillin antibiotic was not discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming, but by our ancestor of Sri Lanka who used this fungus for wound healing, as they discovered that it grows in the Sri Lankan oil cake which we make for the New Year. Sri Lankan soldiers took this special Sri Lankan oil cake known as kaum even to the war front and wrapped that in their wounds. British Army soldiers, upon discovering this practice, having witnessed this strange practice, they created a special poem for Sri Lankan soldiers, which is known as Sinhalaya Modaya Kaum Kanna Yodaya. In other words, Sri Lankan are dumb, mediocre people who are excelling in eating kaum like a giant busting out the Sri Lankan oil cake. But little they knew that they are using it to treat their wound with antibiotics. Our great paleontologist Professor Somadeva has discovered this 500-year-old human skeleton which had preserved teeth, and among the teeth the penicillin containing the roots of the tree bark was present like as a debris, and he sent the sample to Europe and discovered two different plant fibers which contain the aspirin, which contain not only the aspirin but also the penicillin, and it indicates that the knowledge of our ancestor was tremendously powerful, and they knew about the painkiller property of the tree bark and the antibiotic effect of the penicillin. And most fascinatingly, Professor Somadeva discovered that the skeleton, the area where the skeleton was found, he found both trees which are still containing to date of this aspirin antibiotic in their bark, as well as penicillin antibiotic, aspirin anti-inflammatory, as well as penicillin. And these trees are now really being investigated for further use. It was so strange that human skeleton was found extremely nearby to this jungle where these plants were discovered. We must always not forget that the heart medication digitalis came from the foxglove plant, which is one of the Helavedakama medicine in our Ayurvedic practice. Similarly, blood pressure medicine Reserpine came from the plant, also included very commonly in the Helavedakama medicine practice. The morphine, which came from the opium poppy seed, is a Helavedakama medicine. Most antibiotic has its origin in the plant kingdom, and we have them in our Hela medicine treatment. Most anti-cancer medicine drugs such as methotrexate came from the plant, which is ubiquitously present in Sri Lanka and other countries. We believe that understanding this have an ability to use this for future manipulation as a DNA toolkit for CRISPR manipulation is something which will be a uphill battle, but we are expecting that will happen sometime later, even though it will be a long way ahead. This is because we have not aggressively perceived the Western medicine in unifying with the Eastern medicine. We must unify both under one umbrella of cooperation, doing maximum effort of this 3,000 years of trial and experiment which have proven benefit. Therefore, our health minister is extremely geared to do this. He has already done signing of the MOU with Siddhalepa Ayurvedic Hospital, Memorandum of Understanding. What we plan to do is to fully merge the both systems which can supplement each other knowledge in full cooperation in every way. We want to work side by side as friends for each other's benefit and also the benefit of our nation, and improving our economy by making Sri Lankan Helavedakama stand out as a special country which we have the greatest knowledge and the wealth, which is much more than the wealth of oil brought to the Middle Eastern country. If we work hard, we believe our knowledge on medicine will outweigh the benefit which was reaped by the Middle Eastern country from their oil. We also believe and predict that the Middle Easterners will be the greatest believers of adopting this Ayurvedic medication practice of Sri Lanka, since they are fully aware of Siddha medicine as well as Ayurveda medicine from historical times, that they have brought their knowledge from the ancient Silk Road, where Sri Lanka was very strategically positioned, and most people seek medical treatment from our ancient hospitals which were erected in Anuradhapura. We were the first nation to have hospital 3,000 years ago. And we should implement a system which can be combined as a Eastern medical treatment together with Western medical treatment in one single approach in a grand unification, just the way our Health Minister of Sri Lanka intended for a long time. Our plan is to get molecular biologist Samira Samarakon and Kanishka Senathilaka from the Institute of Biochemistry and Molecular Biology and Biotechnology in University of Colombo, who discovered the first medical treatment, the capability by looking at the COVID molecule, especially the spike unit of the protein, who became world famous. Our intention is to get them involved in CRISPR protein receptor and monoclonal antibody experiments under the special guidance of our own Dr. Maheshi Ramaswamy, who is one of the principal investigator in Oxford Vaccine Group, who is a proud Sri Lankan, whose aunt is also the famous senior consultant in Colombo. Our major CRISPR targets are the brain neuron receptors, since we have extreme good understanding in how the human mind works and its connection to basal ganglia. And the body protein receptor, we believe, is extremely important in cataloging in comparison to Helavedakama herbal medicine and currently existing Western medicine catalog, which was controlled by the FDA, We would like to do side-by research with Western medicine in comparison to our own herbal DNA toolkit. Our goal of improving already proven effective Helavedakama to enhance its maximum power by CRISPR method, which include the currently used saw palmetto known as Serenova repens or Sabal cerulata, treating the benign prostatic hyperplasia, which has shown good efficacy and extremely safe. Similarly, St. John Wart's Hypericum perfuratum is good for the treatment of mild to moderate depression. Ginkgo biloba or ginkgo, simply known as ginkgo, is managing age-related memory loss, benign memory loss, dementia, and early stage of Alzheimer. Similarly, with good efficacy and safety. Ginseng is another important medication which can be used for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and immunomodulation. Echinacea is the Echinacea angustifolia, treatment of common cold, and many other things, including kava, which is pipermethicitum, and treatment of anxiety, stress, and insomnia. Many other medicine which I do not want to continue, which is already in the picture. Our plan is to reuse this medicine to isolate the most effective molecule out of this plants by using the CRISPR method as well as monoclonal antibody supplementation. The monoclonal antibody, which can help us greatly and boost our Ayurveda immune enhancing biomolecule, especially using the biosimilar molecule due to its low price as well as easy availability. Over the past 3 decades, monoclonal antibodies have become increasingly important in therapeutic scientific tool to treat major diseases of asthma, especially using omalizumab, and for osteoporosis, well-known drug Prolia. Similarly, the diarrheal infection known as C. difficile can be treated with meslitozumab, and COVID treatment medication, most promising being the bamlanivimab, as well as HIV treatment drug ibelazumab. New migraine medicine, epitinazumab and iranumab, are great medicine which really help the migraine sufferers. Similarly, we have many monoclonal antibodies to treat cancer treatment, which I do not want to elaborate. We also have new kid in the block of treating hypercholesterolemia with monoclonal antibody, which has revolutionized the treatment of statin resistant, multi-drug resistant familial hypercholesterolemia patients. More importantly, it has helped rheumatoid patients with tumor necrosis factor. Infliximab, adalimumab, and golimumab is a fully human Ig1 monoclonal antibody that was first approved to treat rheumatoid arthritis. Since then, it has been approved to also to treat psoriatic arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, and moderate to severe ulcerative colitis. What we foresee very good improvement and support from drug companies in China, since because of a special unique connection to China. We believe they play an important role in developing the monoclonal antibodies, especially the biosimilar, the cheaper one, which are much cheaper and can be like generic monoclonal antibody, and they are also very easy to make if we can get the support from the Chinese scientists. We will take the currently existing advantage on biotech pharmaceutical company of China to develop Helavedakama product. Biotech also formed collaboration with Cuba, their molecular immunology, which is yet another example of demonstrating the strong interest in international cooperation by Chinese enterprises. And we strongly believe Chinese President will help us in this direction. Due to our currently existing good relationship, we can also work with China for our own advantage, entering into biosimilar global monoclonal antibody production, especially for the Ayurvedic immune enhancing biomolecule which we have already discovered, some of which we have already used for COVID-19 treatment. Monoclonal antibody drugs from Helveticum to supplement Western current approach to cancer will be a major project once we start this in real time. Helveticum medicine can restore the body immune defense mechanism by recognizing and destroying the cancer cell. Medicinal plants commonly used against the cancer in traditional medicine formula in Sri Lanka can be used for the same. The combinatorial approach increases the synergy effect of all plants, improving the effectiveness of the treatment and lessening the side effect. Elon Musk vision-driven our plant of Sri Lanka new hybrid system, which we name as Western Eastern Postgraduate University, known as Triple Space Institute program. Elon Musk's SpaceX program was founded under the belief that a future where humanity is out exploring the stars is the fundamentally more exciting and most interesting. We are also going to found our institute where the mind, body and environment has a triple X program under the strong belief of ours that a future is where the human health and proper working of its mind and equally important environment factors become the most important, therefore making Triple X Institute. We want to have a studying toolkit which made life possible in the planet, which came to the plants long before, and exploring plants as a natural medicine power and its DNA, which make this special protein, can be used as healing product for human mind and also healthy body, and more importantly, we believe it will be in an equal consideration of Elon Musk's exploration of stars. We welcome his approach to reaching our goal, and that is hence the name Space X Institute. We will be hiring the best Sri Lankan top-notch doctors of Western educated from all 5 universities of Sri Lanka, and equally Helveticum best Ayurvedic doctors who being graduated from 4 Ayurvedic medical schools of Sri Lanka, including the best biomolecular medicine engineers from our current Institute of Bioengineering, and help them build an herbal biomolecular medicine engineering program as a Space X Institute. We will create similar FDA drug molecule algorithms which matches the herbal medication algorithm. Then we will compare side by side both molecules and how they operate on human body and their body receptor molecular combination. We are especially interested in brain neuronal binding receptors molecules, which we believe make our scientific work also easier, since we are also uh, interested in knowing human consciousness. Our ultimate plan is to crack the molecular receptor binding sites of the human brain, especially the dopamine binding D1, D2 receptors, which we believe has a tremendous importance in drug addiction as well as some of the medical diseases. Best application of Helavedakama, which would generate best income revenue for the country. We are planning to have a special medicinal drink to be prepared upon the new discovery of Professor Raj Somadeva. The above picture that depict in this of the seed which was discovered in Balangoda, Sri Lanka, special cave known as Lunugala Cave, which is 4,300 years old. This paleontological discovery has reported more than 23 varieties of charred, halfway burnt seeds of flower origin, which are used by our ancestors and also used as a medical treatment of Helavedakama. Picture which depict is the very special seed which is coming from the Kekuna tree, which is abundantly present in Sri Lanka. The Kekuna tree seed, known as Canarium salinicum, is extremely tasty, rich in nutrition, and contains high amount of protein. Through studies of this tea seed by Professor Raj Somadeva, it has been discovered that it has a very high antimicrobial property as well as antioxidant property and anti-inflammatory property, and it has a very special liver protectiveness. Our goal is to help Sri Lanka to make a special medicinal drink out of this seed, which we predict will become extremely popular global medicinal drink. Please watch the video by clicking on below heading for deeper understanding of this seed. This picture depicts our continued Helavedakama Ayurvedic science research driven discovery of 3 special medicine with proven effectiveness in treating COVID-19 infection known as Suadharani Pratisakti Pranaya. Sri Lanka continued on our alternative medicine science research in our special Ayurvedic medical school to improve the Helavedakama medical treatment. Our Ayurvedic Drug Corporation has fully engaged in medical research and already produced traditional Ayurvedic medicine treatment for COVID-19 known as Suadarshini Pratishakti Pranaya, which is effectively treating the COVID-19 patient. Our COVID-19 treatment currently accepted by other countries. Suadarshini Pratishakti Pranaya is launched by the State Minister of Indigenous Medicine Promotion, Rural and Ayurvedic Hospital Development is in the picture on the left, which has designed to boost this medicine has designed to boost the immune system of human body, which will protect the spreading of the COVID-19. And our scientists claim that it was tested in China as well as in India, and they have accepted its value. This medicine is available online for 120 rupees, which is less than $1. And that is what the importance of mentioning of this medicine, which our own Ayurvedic doctors discovered before Indian Ayurvedic doctors. This made us feel very proud, and in addition we made 2 more other treatment. which worth mentioning. The second medicine which is available to purchase online is known as Kavala. This is extremely good for sterilizing your mouth and your throat. You can gargle this medicine to prevent COVID virus entering the body. Third medicine, our engineers, our scientists of Ayurveda produces the COVID-19 Dhumane. It is helping the house to get rid of any viruses by spraying it. It is known as Gedura Visabija Harana medicine, Harana Dhumane. The person in the picture who is accepting the medicine box is Garu Deshiya Vedakama Prarthana Grami Ha Ayurveda Rohal Samvardhane Ha Pradha Saukya Rajya Amatya Nitignya Sisira Jayakodi Metituma, which was accepted by him on 2020 10/14. The other people in the picture are the lawyer Sagala Abhay Vikrama Mathiniya, who is the president of Ayurvedic Drug Corporation. All other them are also holding important position in the Ayurvedic medicine practice. This special Ayurveda drug medicine company is similar to the Osusala treatment factory. We have a strong hope for this special, uniquely abundantly present in Sri Lanka, a natural black tourmaline crystal, which is known in Sri Lankan language as Thoramalli. Thoramalli is a natural painkiller. We are jointly seeking investment with Sri Lankan government and in USA collaboration to promote black tourmaline crystal or Thoramalli as a natural painkiller treatment, which we believe will have a huge impact to patients who are suffering from chronic pain. In 2016, an estimated 20% of the US adult, which is 50 million, had chronic pain. The 8% of US adults are elderly. We also jointly seeking investment with Sri Lankan government and US collaboration to promote black tourmaline crystal, same crystal, the Thoramalli, to build natural water purifier machine due to its extraordinary chemical removal power, which is far superior to current purifier system, because it removes all the other chemicals which are present in the water. Beside the bacteria, it's removing many chemicals including protein contamination. Our unique practice of leeches treatment can be further improved, and our plan to help improve this Helavedakama leech treatment, especially in many branches. In medicine, especially plastic and reconstructive surgery, leeches may be used to help improve blood flow in an area of tissue or skin flap that has poor blood supply or gangrene. Leeches do this by removing the clotted blood from the affected areas, such underneath flap of skin on a finger or breast transplant flap or necrotic toe. We can use this treatment by removing the blood from the area, by reducing the tension, therefore reducing tourist. Uniquely Buddhist Ayurveda teaching hospital, which also practice the mental diseases, as known as Bauddha Ayurveda Shikshana Rohala. It is a teaching hospital which practice medical as well as mental diseases. Next is the Borella Colombo Ayurveda Teaching Hospital, which treat doctors. Annually we are producing brand new doctors from there. We will modernize this Ayurvedic hospital in the appearances and also treatment method. with combining that with the USA cosmetology practices. Similarly, Vinseta Ayurveda Hospital is another branch that conduct teaching and also conduct special Ayurveda practice. Most importantly, Siddhalepa Ayurveda Health Resort as well as Siddhalepa Ayurveda practice located in Vadua, southern part of the country, is a very unique Siddha medicine branch practice method who have made a deep history with the Asian countries. We're going to upgrade them also while providing our knowledge to them on their practice method and cosmetology practices, bringing information from USA. We will use teaching hospital, all those for teaching hospital for postgraduate education. They will be rehired back as once graduated, and some of them can come to USA for further training. As more advanced step, we can use them for CRISPR technology and monoclonal antibody technology research, which is conducted in collaboration with molecular biology branch of Colombo. If we are willing to share our Helavedakama, which is uniquely ours, then knowledge of the USA, China and France will provide their superior knowledge on the PCR as well as CRISPR knowledge to do cross-nation bioexperimentation. We will have a cosmetology as a separate branch. Sri Lanka is well known for its unique. I'm now doing the project overview and summary of proposal. Firstly, Sri Lanka is well known for its unique ancient medical practice in Sri Lanka, also known as Helavedakama, which is consisting of 4 major branches, namely Ayurveda medicine, Desiya Chikitsita medicine, Unani medicine and the Siddha medicine. But most people are only aware of the Ayurveda medicine, but all 3 types are equally practiced throughout the country from historical time, even though the first 3 branches are equally practiced in other countries and United States. Currently, the United States FDA has legally recognized Unani medicine as an alternative medicine since 2014. But we have a unique Desiya Chikitsita medicine which only practice in our country, and we must strive hard to get the FDA approval for USA as alternative medicine, since other 3 branches have been already given the privilege. Our project proposal is to bring all 4 major branches of our ancient medical practices in Sri Lanka into one single platform of Helavedakama with digital enhanced technology and 21st century state-of-the-art alternative medicine and Western healthcare delivery system as a combined method, so that Sri Lanka Helavedakama to dominate the world while beating other existing competitors in the world. Summary continued. Our project going further, it will facilitate the country to improve not only the general tourism but also double the Lanka medical tourism. Our project will massively enhance the GDP of the country, and more importantly bring back the ancient glory of our ancestral healthcare delivery system, which was in existence for 3,000 years. Helavedakama once dominated the entire South Asia as one of the great healthcare systems, and our plan is to bring back Helavedakama to its great glory of the Renaissance era period reputation, so that we can gain back the beacon of indigenous medical treatment attraction of the world while enhancing the country tourism, which was extremely popular 3,000 years ago. Thank you.